Okay, for those who aren't in the booth with us, what happened now is Frank just looked at me and said, "Okay, Gil," and I was there like, "What?" And then it finally hit me. Oh, I have to introduce it. It used to be I just fuck up the title and your name.
That's
now
all.
I don't even know that I have to do an introduction.
You're expanding your role.
Yes. I'm Gilbert Gottfried. I'm here with Frank Santopadre, and we're at Nutmeg with Frank Verderosa.
The great Verderosa.
And sitting here.
Yes.
Yes.
Is Pat Hingle.
It's Pat Hingle. Pat Hingle.
I don't have a Pat Hingle impression.
Yes,
the great
I
Paul
apologize.
Yes.
Our
Paul
master
Rayburn.
researcher.
And this is Gilbert and Frank's amazing colossal obsessions.
Okay, so part two. In case
Okay.
you didn't hear part one, I'll bring everybody up to speed. We've been saluting the year 1966, which is a year I'm obsessed with in pop culture history. We did TV last week. Now we're doing movies. We're doing the top grossing 25, the top 25 grossing movies of, I'll get it right, the 25 top grossing movies of 1966. We went from 25 to 15. We ended with The Silencers, a Matt Helm picture, and now we're up to number 14. So I'm going to ask Gilbert if he remembers. I know he knows the song
No.
from this one. This is Lynn Redgrave. Again, James Mason.
What's it all about?
Not yet.
No.
No, you jumped.
Oh.
This is Lynn Redgrave, James Mason, Alan Bates. Lynn Redgrave plays a virgin in Swinging London,
Yes.
1966.
Oh, is this Georgie Girl?
Georgie Girl.
Hey there, Georgie Girl. There's another Georgie deep inside.
That's it.
The clothes you wear. You're always window shopping and never stopping to buy.
So shed those dowdy feathers
And
fly. That's it.
Oh, wait, now we're getting
Something like
that.
Is that, look up that
Excellent.
band, Paul. I think is that the New Seekers?
The Seekers.
The Seekers.
Who also sang, what was the other big hit they had?
They have I'll Never Find Another You.
That's it.
Oh,
That's the
my
one.
God, it has
I
that
know
same
I'll never
sound.
find
Oh, I pulled that
another
out.
you. Da 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 da.
Love
Yeah.
that song. But there was a New Seekers, too. There
There
was the
were New
Seekers,
Seekers.
and I think there were the New
There were
Seekers, which
New
may have had
Seekers.
nothing to do with the old Seekers.
The old-
My wife heard that song. She heard Georgie Girl recently. She said, "This is terrible. It's cruel. This poor girl. You're calling her an ugly duckling, and you're
It was
playing
1966.
Jane 66. We were talking about sexism before. There's another example of it. 1966, on a budget of a measly budget of $400,000, Georgie Girl brought in $16 million
Wow.
for
Wow.
Columbia. That's a winner. The late, great Lynn Redgrave. And James Mason is all over the map here. We finished with talking about James Mason. He's in this one.
Alan Bates.
Alan
and
Bates, great Alan
Charlotte
Bates.
Rampling.
Yeah, Charlotte Rampling. She's still around.
There's a boy.
Oh,
You know
she
Charlotte
was, yeah,
Rampling.
she was hot back then.
she's
sure.
still hot actually.
She's still.
You see Swimming Pool, which must have been the
I
last
like that
10 years.
movie. It's spooky.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
spooky, but she looks terrific.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
around. The 13th highest grossing of film of 1966. Again, made on a meager budget of $800,000 and brought in $18 million for Paramount. Shelley Winters, Denholm Elliott. You know that actor
Oh,
from Raiders
yes,
of the
yes.
Lost Ark?
He wound up being in Trading Places.
Correct. That's the Jerk. Oh no,
Oh.
it's Maurice Evans in
Yes.
The Jerk. Forgive me. A Bacharach
Who,
David
who
song.
I think was also an ape
He
in
was.
Planet of the Apes.
And Jane Asher, Paul McCartney's girlfriend.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. yeah.
About a cat, about a womanizer who mends his ways. A Bacharach David song,
this is
sung by Dionne Warwick.
Alfie.
Alfie.
Alfie, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Which
Michael
Gilbert,
Caine again.
Michael Caine.
You know, I
which
saw
Gilbert-
that not long ago. Talk about sexism.
How is it?
It is absolutely cruel.
Really?
You know,
Crueler
he
than
really,
the Georgie Girl
yeah,
song?
well, it's- we're
Tell
in the
my
same.
wife.
Yeah, right, yeah, yeah. Don't mention Alfie to your wife at all. But
Love the
he's-
song. I love the Bacharach song.
He definitely the Alfie character. You know, to him, life is just one kind of moment after another. He doesn't put anything together, and he treats a woman. Who's the woman? And
Let's see. I think it's Jane. Is it not Jane Asher?
Jane Asher.
Somebody else.
But he just treats her with complete disregard.
But
and
is
makes
this
her-
one of those where he gets his comeuppance at the end?
I think
it's subtle, a little bit. It's
Yeah.
not tied up quite that neatly, but
they
it's a
remade
great
it with
movie.
Jude Law
It's a great
a few
movie.
years ago. I wonder if they
Oh,
made
that's
Yeah, I
right.
didn't.
They made
I
it
sort
less-
of.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I don't like to see the remakes because you got the original is so great, so I didn't see that.
Look,
but-
And now we're gonna put on the Dionne Warwick, Alfie. What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? What's it all about when we think it out, Alfie?
the Gilbert Godfrey jukebox.
That's a
See,
classic.
I thought, I wonder
That's-
if this movie episode is going to work, and then I thought to myself, no, he'll really love the songs. And he hasn't disappointed.
that is one of the very short list of Bacharach David songs, great songs. I think that's one of their very best.
Listen,
Alfie,
we should do a
absolutely.
Bacharach episode.
And even
Oh,
better in
my
Gilbert's
God, yeah.
version.
We'll come back
I
and do a
think
Bacharach episode.
One of my old-time favorites of Bacharach music scores is from a terrible movie.
I know where you're going.
Casino Royale.
Casino Royale.
Yeah.
I mean, that beginning part,
Yeah.
that's what movies are all about to me. Like
Is that the one?
lights flickering on
Da
and
da
on.
da da
Yeah.
da 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 da. Is that the one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember at the end, like fucking idiots, they put in lyrics.
Isn't there a Dusty Springfield song, too,
Oh,
in
I
Casino
think
Royale?
I know there's
Is it?
The Look of Love is in.
Does that turn up
that's
in
another
there?
Bacharach
It's
David.
Look
Yeah.
of Love
Yeah.
is when Ursula Andress
That's right.
is in the shower.
That's right. I remember Dusty Springfield for some reason.
But the end of Casino Royale, they have words, and that sucks. It almost kills the song because it's like, it's something like, we're gonna save the world at Casino Royale.
Yeah, I know what you're referring to.
Yes.
Never has a film with so much talent that everybody that was involved in it, and John
Horrible.
Huston and everybody that was
Peter
involved in that.
Sellers, David Niven,
Woody Allen.
John Huston,
Yeah.
William Holden.
I know how that thing.
Woody Allen.
How that thing went aground.
Yeah, Woody
Oh,
Allen. That's
that-
right.
But it
that-
really did.
Well, that looks like, wasn't that made with like about 20 different
I
directors?
think it's 4 or 5.
Yeah,
But
and
it's
so
still. yeah.
obviously neither one knew what the other one was doing.
Yeah, we talked about it with Mike McPadden. I also love Dusty singing. Is it the Windmills of Your Mind in the Thomas Crown
Thomas
Affair?
Crown Affair. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Okay.
that movie.
That was
Okay.
written by Michel Legrand.
Oh,
And I think Marilyn and Alan Bergman
Oh.
wrote the lyrics.
Okay,
I
now
love that
who's the
picture.
singer again?
Dusty Springfield.
Okay, we have Dusty Springfield.
We lost Dusty.
Like a circle in a circle, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, like an ever spinning wheel, like a circle down a mountain, like a carnival balloon. Running rings around the moon, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind.
You give new meaning to the word torch singer. You know what I mean?
Burn down the windmill.
Yeah, the villagers are coming.
Villagers.
It's a pitchfork. He's a pitchfork singer.
A pitchfork.
Oh, poor Dusty Springfield. Here's one, and I'll be surprised if you know this
And
one.
it's like a snowball down a mountain. That's
There's
really
Okay,
a-
that's and by the way, that original Thomas Crown Affair kicks ass.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does.
Yeah.
It
yeah,
does.
absolutely.
yeah.
And that song is great.
It says she was
Yeah.
peerless. You know this picture?
Especially, I meant my version.
Oh
of it.
yes, your version. Burt Lancaster,
Oh, okay.
Lee Marvin, Robert Ryan, another
Oh,
underrated actor.
wait. Is this the professional?
You bet.
Yes.
Jack Palance.
Yeah, Jack Palance is like a Mexican
That's the
villain.
one. That's the one.
And, oh, yes, that was a good one.
I like that picture. 1966, obviously.
And I always liked Burt Lancaster.
Yep.
And-
Claudia Cardinale.
Oh, my God.
Claudia Cardinale.
Yeah.
As Ed Norton would say,
Va-va-va-voom.
va-va-voom.
And Ralph Bellamy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wasn't Claudia Cardinale in the original Pink Panther? Was that?
I think she.
Oh,
I
yes.
think she was.
Yeah. Because then
That sounds right.
In the sequel that was shot in the dark, it was Elka Summers. Was
Right.
That's right. Isn't she in the Once Upon a Time in the West?
Oh,
Claudia
I think
Cardinale?
so.
The Leone picture?
Yeah, with Charles Bronson and
Fonda.
Henry Fonda.
Henry Fonda,
Yeah.
How about this one, number 11, Endless Summer, a surfing
Ooh.
documentary.
No, the surfing guy.
Yeah, made a fortune.
For a minute, I was thinking of Summer of '42, not the same thing.
$20 million on a $50,000 budget.
Endless Summer.
I was thinking of that. Now, I got a mental block on this movie. There was that movie, something Summer, Crazy Summer or something, that had Jacqueline Bisset,
Oh, boy.
Tony Franciosa, and Michael Sarrazin,
Wow.
and Bob Denver.
He's looking it up. Oh, it's one of those Bob Denver, Michael Sarrazin
Yeah,
movies.
yes.
There were so many.
That's when they teamed them up.
I don't think I know this. I
Yeah.
love Michael Sarrazin
Yeah,
and the Flim
because I
Flam Man.
remember what I remember best about it is Jacqueline Bisset. Her opening scene is her arms covering her chest like she lost her bikini.
And
top.
Summer was in the title?
Yeah, Summer, I think, was in it.
Anything, Paul?
One
You might want to go
crazy
in for
summer.
Jacqueline Bisset.
Yeah, because I'm getting Denver Film Festivals,
Yeah.
which is
Bob Denver. The Bob Denver Film Festival?
Well, he was the.
I'd go to
I
that.
always get them mixed up. The one from
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Wow. Who was in it? Elkie Summer? No.
No. Jacqueline Bisset,
Jacqueline
Tony
Bisset.
Franciosa.
I love Tony Franciosa.
All right, go into that. I'm
right, we're gonna
going to
jump.
keep working on this.
We're gonna
And
jump.
Tony
Come back.
Franciosa was in that movie Fathom
Yes.
with Raquel Welch.
Yes, I know that movie.
Where he was calling her puppet.
Wow.
The thing like,
Your memory.
hello, puppet.
Again, it sounds like Gavin McLeod in the donut bit. We'll go fast.
I'll add him to the bit.
We'll go fast. Blow Up, Italian film that very highly regarded
and
film.
that got later remade.
As Blow Out by Brian
Yes.
De Palma.
Yes.
Yeah. Our friend Jessica Walter in the movie Grand Prix with James
wow.
Garner and Ava Marie Saint.
Grand Prix.
Yeah, came up up at number 9.
Grand Prix.
And here's one I know that's near and dear to your heart, Gilbert, and I'll just read you the
Okay.
cast. The director was Norman Jewison. I won't get very far here. Cast Brian Keith.
And they said he puts the Jew in Jew.
We got to get Norman Jewison.
Oh,
we
he's-
lost Arthur
yeah.
Hiller. We got to get Norman Jewison.
Okay, so Brian Keith from Family Affair.
Ava Marie Saint,
Ava-
Alan Arkin,
Oh my God!
Carl Reiner.
Oh, the Russians are coming.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yes.
And
yes.
there's the one that plays his son, like Galumbi or Galum or something. He plays his son. He plays Carl Reiner's son in the movie.
Yeah.
There he was like something like Steve.
I don't have him on the cast list. I have Michael J. Pollard.
Okay, read the other people.
There was Ben Blue, the silent
No.
comedian.
Oh, my God, yeah.
How about John Philip Law, your
Oh, my
favorite,
God.
the one that turned down Skidoo?
Yes. No, he
he turned down.
took
He
Skidoo.
turned down Midnight Cowboy.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
To take Skidoo.
Yeah, because, but you had to figure
Sure.
on his side that you're going, oh, wait a second. I'm going to be in a comedy with Jackie Gleason and
course.
Groucho Marx.
Right, of course.
How could this not be a classic?
Right.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Jonathan Winters, Brian Keith, Ava Marie Saint, Paul Ford.
Yeah. Oh, all for
Hey, I think if we can go back in time just
Okay.
a few minutes, counterculture drama with Bob Denver, Tony Franciosa, Mike. This is the one, right?
Yeah.
The Sweet Ride.
The Sweet,
Sweet Ride.
Yes,
Never
Sweet
heard
Ride.
of it. That's
Yes.
impressive.
I've seen that a few times. Just
Tony
for
Franciosa
Jacqueline
as an
Bisset
aging
losing-
tennis hustler.
Yes.
Who
yes.
I
directed? Who
found-
directed?
Who directed? Let me see here.
Please say Jack Smite because I like saying that.
Oh, and I forget that actor's name. He was in The Pawnbroker.
Oh.
He's like he has like a weird face. He played one of the gang members who I think I ran into. I think I ran into him at some convention.
Yeah. Not the guy who was in, not Mark Lawrence, not the guy in the
No,
asphalt
he's-
jungle.
He's got like a pug nose, like.
Wow, I never heard of that movie. That's impressive.
Anyway, the
The director of this. Are we still? I don't know.
yeah,
we're
the
still on
guy
the
who
movie.
plays Paul Reiner's
Sweet-
son.
I'm having a colossal.
Oh, he's
now
jumping.
a
Okay.
dentist.
He's
The
jumping.
We have to
director
have him
of
on
The
the
Sweet
show.
Ride was Harvey Hart.
Harvey Hart.
That ring a bell at all?
No. But listen to the cast of The Russians Are Coming. Alan Arkin, Carl Reiner, Ava Marie Saint, who I'd love to get on the show. Brian Keith, the late Jonathan Winters, Paul Ford, your favorite, Theodore Bickel,
Oh my God!
is the Russian captain. Tessie O'Shea.
Wow.
Why is that name significant? Because she was on the Ed Sullivan Show the night the Beatles.
Oh, my
God.
God!
1964. John Philip Law, Ben Blue, who I
Yes.
believe turns up as the airplane pilot, and it's a mad, mad,
Oh,
mad, mad
yes,
world when Sid
yes.
Caesar rents the plane. Cliff Norton. Remember that actor?
Oh.
When I show him to you, you'll know him.
Yeah.
Richard Schall.
Oh yeah, he would pop up in the Odd Couple episodes.
Yes. You might be thinking of
Wait.
Richard. No, that's the right. Richard
Yeah.
Schall. Either Richard Schall or Richard Stahl.
Oh, maybe
There were
that's
two guys.
it.
One of them was married to Valerie Harper.
Yeah.
And that's it. Boy, that is a terrific comedy. If you haven't seen, have you seen The Russians Are Coming?
I
Paul?
love that.
Russians Are Coming?
I'd like to see that again. I love
Terrific.
that movie.
Let's wrap it up quickly with the last 7. Robinson Crusoe USN, starring our pal Dick Van Dyke
Oh, jeez.
and Nancy Kwan
Oh.
and Akim Tamaroff,
Oh my God.
or Akeem Tamaroff,
Yeah.
if you want. Number 6, a big film that made $25 million on a $1 million budget. I guess the all-time spaghetti western. Eastwood, Morricone, Sergio Leone, Lee Van Cleef, and Eli Wallach.
This
The
is
Good, the
first-
Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
That
That was that ushered in that trend, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Was it? Yeah.
It's No Windmills of Your Mind.
Yes.
The last 5, A Man for All Seasons, which I think was the best picture of 1966.
that was,
Paul Scofield.
Paul Scofield, what
Yeah,
a great actor.
That's a wild movie. The Sand Pebbles, directed by Robert Wise.
Wait.
I got it.
The Sand
Wait a minute.
Pebbles had a theme song.
Da 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 da. Shadow of Your Smile. Was
oh
that
no.
it? No. What was it?
I
don't have it in front of me.
Shadow of your smile.
Smile, dee dee dee.
Good picture. Robert Wise, an underrated director.
Oh yes.
Made a lot of good films.
And he also did the Day the Earth Stood
He sure
Still.
did. He sure did. And a couple of little films called West Side Story and The Sound of Music.
What was the one? There was something funny that we had on the show before, where like the movie he did right before West Side Story was some really low budget something. Do you remember
Robert
that?
Wise?
Yeah, I think
know.
so.
He made some good pictures. The setup.
I
It's
was
a good
at,
movie.
Whenever I worked, I think it's at Paramount. I know they have like a bungalow that's the Robert Wise.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of meeting him in film school.
Oh wow.
Richard Attenborough, Steve McQueen, Richard Crenna, an actor we like to talk
yes.
about.
Crenna.
Simon Oakland,
Oh,
another actor we
my
like to talk
God.
about. And Mako, M-A-K-O.
Oh, she was in that. Was
I think he's a he, Mako.
Oh,
he's the
she-
Japanese
me.
actor.
Oh,
or Mako.
okay.
I don't say I want to say Mako because he sounds like a muffler.
okay.
I know what Robert Wise
Mako.
directed.
Yeah.
I think The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
No,
Wasn't it? No.
Robert.
Who was that?
No, somebody else.
But I think Creature from the Black Lagoon may have had music
Jack Arnold?
from Henry Mancini.
That's good stuff.
He used to write a lot of cheap science fiction music early on.
Oh, that's right. We established that. Let's wrap this up. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
Oh my God!
The third highest grossing film
Wow.
of 1966.
Man, that was a good year.
Yeah, again, George Siegel. Mike Nichols. Love that picture.
That's a desperately sick lie.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
Your Burton is good.
Yeah.
Another George Roy Hill picture. Julie Andrews, Richard Harris, Gene Hackman,
Oh.
Carol
Oh, but
O'Connor.
wait. And also he goes, and one boy with a gangster father who we went to a speakeasy and we would all have a drink and he ordered Bergen and water. And then we would hear this and we'd laugh. And then everyone in the speakeasy would start ordering Bergen and water.
I love it. It's a little Sidney Greenstreet
Yeah.
in there.
I love talking to a man who likes to talk.
Name this film, Gilbert. It was the second highest grossing film of the year. Julie Andrews, Max von Sydow,
Oh.
Richard Harris, Gene Hackman, Carol O'Connor. Directed by George Roy Hill, called Hawaii.
Oh, I remember when that came out. Never saw it.
United Artists.
Yeah.
I've never seen it either, but what a cast. I really should see everything Hackman's in. Again, scored by the great Elmer Bernstein. And last but not least, what do you think
Number one.
was the number one highest grossing film 50 years ago in the year 1966, our favorite year in pop culture history? I'll give you a hint. I'm going to read you the cast. Michael Parks played Adam. Ola Bergrid played Eve. Richard Harris played Cain. John Huston played Noah.
Was this the Bible?
The Bible.
Ooh.
Wow.
In the beginning.
I read the book.
Really? Don't tell me how it ends.
So let me just correct the.
Go ahead.
If anybody cares, The Creature from the Black Lagoon
Jack
is directed
Arnold.
by Jack Arnold. Oh,
There
did
you
we?
go. I said it. Yeah.
You said it already?
Yeah.
You said somebody else.
And then I said Jack Arnold.
Okay.
This was some cast. Ava Gardner played Sarah. George C. Scott. Stephen Boyd. And then everybody else is Italian. Gianluigi Crescenzi. Maria Grazia Spina. It was an Italian Hollywood co-production because Dino De Laurentiis
Oh, my God.
was the producer. Has anybody seen The Bible?
No.
I heard Dino De Laurentiis, when he was making the new King Kong, that
Yeah.
horrible, horrible King Kong.
Sure, that's a bad one. Although I love Grodin in it.
He sounds like he's doing a Jack Benny.
He's chewing the scenery and having fun and probably doing Jack Benny, yeah.
And I heard that De Laurentiis said, "Nobody cries when Jaws dies.
That's right.
Everybody gonna cry when Kong dies."
Well, I think there's an SNL sketch with Belushi as Dino De Laurentiis saying that very dialogue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And of course we had Joe Dante on the show and he was talking about Orca. Do you remember this?
Yes, Orca the killer
when the
whale.
Orca's on land.
With Bo Derek.
Right. But Dino was pitching Dante, as if I have the story correct, some version of Orca where he gets on land. He's Orca gonna crazy kill everybody. he's a kill everybody. Dino De Laurentiis.
Never thinking about, well, how does he actually get around on land?
This is the last great piece of trivia on here on the Bible. Huston, who directed the picture, John Huston of all people, originally considered Alec Guinness, who was unavailable for the role of Noah, and Charlie Chaplin, who declined.
Oh.
Now, doesn't seeing Charlie Chaplin as Noah take you right out of the movie?
Oh, my God.
Does he do it in the Derby?
It's one of those you wish they had made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he just like that? Why not just do the story of mankind again and cast Harpo as Isaac Newton? Imagine that. You're watching this biblical epic, and Chaplin shows up as
and his part would be silent
as Noah.
It's a very original conception of the film.
I'll tell you, that King Kong movie is so bad.
Oh, horrible.
Rick Baker in the suit, I think, is fun.
I know.
Yeah, we should talk to Rick Baker. But also, Rene Auberjonois is in that movie.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I love
You just like to say it.
I do, and I want to get him on the show. That is a truly bad film. But it's a testament to the quality of the acting, the talent of Jessica Lange and Jeff Bridges that they emerge basically unscathed. Because that thing is a ship on fire.
Is beyond ship.
Yeah.
That was early in Jessica Lange's career.
I
Was
think
that
it's
her first movie?
First part. Well, I got to know the year.
First
And
significant.
it's one of those.
She's in all that jazz.
What's also creepy
Very
now is in the posters, and the final scene has to do with the World Trade Center.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's bad.
Oh, it's
whatever was charming
horrible.
and delightful and innovative about King Kong in 33
It's
is completely
gone,
lost.
and
Yeah.
It
this
is
one.
so bad. Although, and we'll have to get Mr.
And Ed Lauder's in it. Remember that actor?
Oh, my God,
Ed
yes.
Lauder, another good character.
He was in Death Wish 3.
Yep. Another great character actor who died recently.
And I think we'll have to get Mr. Skin in or just look her up. I think there are some scenes you accidentally see Jessica Lange's breasts when she's showering herself.
Well, now there's a reason to go back and watch King Kong.
Maybe it's not
No,
as bad as we
even
thought.
that.
I do like Grodin, who's like acting as if he's in an SNL skit, and
Yeah.
maybe he was.
I think he probably knew this is a piece of shit. I don't care.
He twirls his mustache.
Oh yes,
for 2.5 hours.
He's like chewing the scenery.
Well, that's 1966. That's the top 25
That was a hell of a year.
grossing films of
Unbelievable year.
1966.
Yeah.
And you want to take us out?
Oh,
Sam?
okay.
Did you want to sing the theme song from the Bible before we?
Just let Charlie Chaplin as Noah be your last waking thought as you fall asleep tonight. And Harry Ritz as Methuselah. Ritz. Oh, God.
And Fatty Arbuckle as the Virgin Mary.
Max Swain.
Okay, this has been Gilbert and Frank's Amazing Colossal Obsessions.
I'm drained. See you next time. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Frank.
Here we go, boys. 1, 2, 3. Sessions.